Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dealbox Daily. I'm your host, Brendan McShane, and this will be episode 12 on August 19th. We go through all the latest crypto and blockchain news so you don't have to, covering from everything from blockchain, digital assets, fintech, and also, if you want to learn more about Dealbox, we help you with private placements, alternative investments, and category design. So please watch our live stream, listen to the podcast, and read the blog. If you want to learn more about Dealbox, go to dlbx.io, and here we go with episode 11. To start, Alibaba launches NFT marketplace for copyright trading. See exactly what that is. Chinese multinational e-commerce firm Alibaba Group Holdings has launched a new non-fungible token marketplace, allowing trademark holders to sell tokenized licenses for their intellectual property. Commenting on the new marketplace, SCMP reporter Josh Yee tweeted that although the technology itself does not prevent authorized copying, sales include complete ownership of the work purchased through the platform. So I get that they're trying to validate copyrights and use blockchain technology to do so, but I see a few issues that we're going to start off with. One, Alibaba has a track record of having knockoff products, so not sure exactly how trustworthy they would be for a copyright blockchain. The blockchain is also centrally operated, so it can be manipulated. I know that everyone go crazy when something is centrally operated on blockchain and not decentralized, but decentralized can also be changed a little too. The good thing here is that it can be timestamped and verified timestamped. So if somebody submits their copyright, they know exactly who submitted it and at what time. Although there should be a verifying entity here to look through to make sure that these copyrights are exactly who they are. And we're looking for blue check marks, as you see on social media sites, and how OpenSea also verifies their NFT providers to make sure that everyone is who they say they are. Speaking of NFTs, though, Google search volume for NFT marketplace OpenSea reached an all-time high last week. OpenSea, one of the largest NFT marketplaces, saw a record high on Google search interest last week, according to the data by the Block Research. The interest has spiked from 73 the first week of August to 100, which is the highest interest possible. Not sure what the scale is measured off of, though. If we see here, though, we can see that there was a spike in March when the crypto market was hitting an all-time high in NFTs, and then a slight drop-off, but then an absolute explosion again in August. This has been driven from Axie Infinity, from CryptoPunks to Bored Ape Yacht Club. Those couple of projects have been really sparking a lot of interest, especially Axie Infinity, which has been driving higher fees than Ethereum, as we said before, which is nuts. But speaking about NFT games, we'll roll right into the next one then. With SpacePort NFT game, play to earn arcade, how to earn NFTs, possible to earn $28 in 2 hours. With all NFT games available online, the whole thing could be pretty overwhelming and daunting to players, especially for first timers. There's Axie Infinity, Gods Unchained, Splinterlands, and many more. Personally, I play Gods Unchained. It's fun. It's built by Immutable X, which is an Australian-based blockchain company. Not all the features are out yet. It's still in beta, but I'm hoping that will hit. So then it will be making the same progress as Axie Infinity's huge explosion, which would be nice. But SpacePort, new game that was released, is arcade-based. It's a play-to-earn like other NFT games. And players have been saying online that they have made $28 in 2 hours. So they're making almost as much as you would as $15 minimum wage playing a video game online. And one Reddit player so far said they turned $40 into $120 in 3 days just by holding the token and playing. This might be something worth checking out in the future and see how it goes. I haven't played the game personally, but I would love to see how this plays out. In general, though, the NFT marketplace has to be careful. I think this point needs to be really reiterated. With play to earn and pay to earn, pay to play needs to be really locked down. When it comes to money and playing video games, there's definitely a fine line between play to earn and pay to play, because play to earn means that you're actually getting value created as you play the game and move forward in the game. But pay to play means that the only way a player is going to advance if they have the bankroll to keep moving through. And that's what you see with a lot of famous AAA games made by Activision and EA. Hoping smaller studios will stay away from that. And they actually tend to. But this is something that needs to be watched carefully moving in the future, especially how much these NFTs sell for and how I can see how it easily can switch over to pay to play. Next one. Tokenized real estate market could hit 1.4 trillion despite a slow start, report claims. Tokenized property remains niche largely due to its relatively novelty and remaining regulatory uncertainties. Yet a new report has noted that even though just 0.5% of the total global property market were to be tokenized in the next 5 years, it could be on track to become a $1.4 trillion market. Until now, the expansion of the real estate tokenization has fallen short of expectations due in part to institutional investors' hesitancy and absence of established secondary marketplace for token trading. This is the part I'd like to jump into because this is the part that Dealbox deals with, this secondary market trading. As we can see right down here on the bottom of the article, it mentions exactly what I want to talk about. Is last summer, a security token representing fractional owners of the luxury St. Regis Aspen token, Colorado, went live on the T0 exchange, and it's already started attracting record trading volumes. This is a great way to solve a problem of tokenization when it comes to secondary market liquidity and when it comes to real estate investments. Another factor that needs to be looked at, and the article didn't touch on, is that tokenization of real estate, the real market that's going to be opening up is the foreign investments that can come into the US for real estate. It makes it so much easier for a middle range investor to invest in specific properties in the US, unlike that's ever been accessible before for the cost that has been before. And instead of just investing into some real estate ETF or some real estate company, now they're actually able to own a fractional ownership of an exact building that they want. And that is the market that I think that they should go after first, because that is what this blockchain technology is really opening up. Lastly, a project that I am not so enthusiastic about. Decentralized blockchain project launches contest to build Next Wikipedia. So Freetron is saying that Wikipedia has issues. It claims that the current rules and social mechanics of Wikipedia actively discourage people from making a contribution, and all this means the community is much smaller than it could potentially be. Some of the issues that Freetron wants to resolve is free Cyclopedia contest and include the fact that Wikipedia lacks detailed statistics for analysis, despite the fact that every edit performed on the page is logged. That is true, but they're also all validated against each other. The founder of Wikipedia tried to change his birthday because he said he was born on a different day than his actual birth certificate said, and the Wikipedia community wouldn't even let the founder change his name. Taking on Wikipedia is an entirely huge goal that I think that people probably underwhelm. Wikipedia is the 5th most visited site on the internet, coming after Amazon, Facebook, Google, and YouTube. This site is huge. They are a nonprofit that is completely community-based, which Microsoft tried to take on Wikipedia in the early stages with financial incentives and died off. It's the reason behind their success is because they're free, because there's no incentives, and people truly want to build the world repertoire of knowledge on the Wikipedia site. So here Freetron is trying to offer a financial incentive for participants. I think this is going to backfire right in their face. Microsoft already tried the same thing 15, 20 years ago. It backfired right in their face. People are not looking for financial incentives when it comes to education. You can also look at Khan Academy, which does something very similar to Wikipedia. They're trying to provide free education to all around the world. So when it comes to financial incentives in education, this isn't it. This project is going to have heaps of problems that are going to have to overcome. And I don't see this being successful personally, but props to them for trying and prove me wrong. Until next time, though, you can watch the next episode on Friday, August 20th at 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and have a good day.